Hi everybody, thank you for joining me today. So we're going to take a look at another one of the Prima Princess stamps. This one is named Stella, and I really like this one and wanted to try something a little different. In the photo I had the mini Misty, but I had to go to the bigger one because I wanted to make sure my paper fit flat. I took out the foam that was in the Misty so that way I could use this, the thicker stamp, the rubber stamp. So I'm just going to ink her up in VersaFine Black Onyx ink. And I'm going to stamp it, I want to say 3 times because I wanted to get a nice crisp black. And with it being a brand new stamp, you know, sometimes it takes a little bit of conditioning. So it took a few times for me to ink it up and, you know, get it stamped to where I liked it. Now the goal will be ultimately to heat emboss it. So once I stamp it the last time, I will cover it with the clear Nouveau embossing powder and heat it up. Now I will say, because with this project I had decided to do watercolor pencils, the next time if I were to do it, I wouldn't do the heat emboss part, only because it was hard to get into some of the smaller areas of the detail of the stamp. So like if you wanted to do with the coloring in with the pencils, I would just heat it up, you know, stamp it, heat it with a heat tool just to make sure that your ink is dry, and then go ahead and color it. Now if you're doing more, you know, broader or larger areas with the watercolor, then you're fine. But a lot of that small detail, especially in the hair and the flowers in the hair, it made it a little difficult with the pencils. Just hindsight. Okay. So now all I'm going to do is taper down using some washi tape to a hard board. I'd gotten this one years ago, and once I get her taped down, I'm going to go ahead and do the watercolor pencils using the water brush, like how I do with the zig markers, except these are pencils. And I keep a pencil sharpener next to me in case, you know, I need to get into those fine detailed areas and I need to sharpen my pencils. So we're going to start on her arms and face and all the skin areas first, and then we'll move on. And I'm going to let the music play while we do the coloring, and I'll come back towards the finishing or the completion of this project. Okay, so now she's completely covered or colored in, and I want to do my splatter. So I grabbed one of my starry colors from the Ganzi Tambi set, and once I wet it up and, you know, got it on the little clear block, I'm going to go ahead and do the splatter. And I could have switched to a smaller brush and it would have been a lot of smaller as far as the drops, but I like how it turned out. And then I just inked up another one of the French sayings from the Altenew stamp set and attached it to the bottom, and the card is complete. So as you see on the close-up video pictures here, you know, the embossing it just gives it a nice strong black line, but the watercolor pencils still give it a softness, you know. So I really enjoy that. So thank you guys for joining me. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and share button. And at the end of the video, I will have 2 videos from our previous princess stamps for you guys to click on if you haven't seen those. And if you haven't subscribed yet, you can also just click on my photo and it'll subscribe you to the channel. Thank you guys so much and have a great day.